I'm Crystal Kustra, and I'm going to be guiding you through a chair workout today. All you need is literally your chair and your body. So we're going to start with a couple Circle of Joys. That's one of my favorite ways to start a workout or to build energy or calm your energy throughout the day. So how it goes is you're going to plant your feet on the ground, make sure you're nice and connected and grounded. And then you're going to bring your hands together, clasping in front, breathing in up to your chest, and then breathing out, taking that chin forward. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of your neck, bringing it up. If you want to do a slight back bend, you can, but always listening to your body. And then you're going to breathe out to one side. And breathe in back to the top, breathing out to the other side. And then back up, taking your arms nice and wide, and then bringing your fingertips to your shoulder to breathe in. And then breathe out, looking over one shoulder, breathing back into the front, breathing out, and looking over that opposite shoulder, back to the front. And then if it feels comfortable, you can go into a ragdoll, coming forward in your chair, and you can clasp your hands behind you if you like, gently pulling back for your shoulders, and then releasing that and rolling yourself up nice and slowly back to the top. Then we'll do that one more time. So you know the drill, hands clasped, breathing in, and then letting that breath go as you come forward. Breathing in all the way to the top, and breathing out to the side, nice side stretch. Breathing in, and coming into that other side stretch. Back to the top, releasing those hands, taking them nice and wide, feeling that length and stretch. And then fingertips are coming to your shoulders, breathing in. And then taking it to look over your shoulder. You can exercise your eyes with this one too by looking out of the corner of your eye as far back as you can, back to the front. And then breathing out and twisting in the opposite direction. Remembering that you never want to feel any pain with any of your stretches. Just a nice tension and a nice stretch. You can release your arms and ragdoll forward, my favorite part. And then you're going to slowly roll yourself back up and into some shoulder circles. Releasing any tension here, just making sure your shoulders are nice and loose. We'll do a couple more back. And then last one before we take it forwards. When we might feel more natural, that's okay. And no matter what I'm telling you on this video, remember you are the boss of your body. So you know how these moves are feeling for you, and if they're not feeling right, then do something that does allow for modifications throughout, but feel free to just do your own thing or to take a pause to breathe. And then let's go into some arm crosses, or I like to call them hugs. So if you need some extra love today, you can give yourself a hug while you do this too. Release that oxytocin. Get your mood up as well. Hugs are really powerful. Even when you're just hugging yourself, it can make a difference. It's worth experimenting with anyway. And you're still breathing, giving your body and your muscles lots of oxygen. Let's go. Last 2 and 1. Wonderful. And then let's reach across the body, feeling that nice side stretch again, still warming up through the shoulders, getting that heart rate up and telling your body that it's time to work. Oh, and you can always go at your own pace too if I'm going too fast for you. in the moves, you want to make sure that you're generally going as slow as I am, but if I'm going too fast for your body today, then that's where you can slow it down even further. Let's go. Last 3, 2, and 1. Great stuff. All right, and then we'll do some leg raises. So just kicking up, warming up through those quads here. Telling those muscles in your legs, wake up. We're going to do some work. Let's do 2 and 1, and then we're going to stick our foot out and we're going to do some foot circles. I'm still turning my foot. I just feel like it's weird that you're looking at the bottom of my dirty sock here. Not even sure why I'm wearing socks. I wouldn't necessarily recommend them during a workout unless you're wearing shoes too. And then other direction. I think it's nice to work out in your bare feet, but that is such a personal thing. So you choose what feels right for you and your footwear today. And then we're going to pick up the other foot and we're going to circle, ooh, big crack. Circle this foot while we breathe and loosen up through that ankle and that calf muscle there. And then other direction. Making sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed and your neck as much as possible while we're working with these other muscles of your body. Great, and then I just have one last move before we'll get into the work of your workout, and that's just some seated plank jacks. So you can do both feet at the same time. You can do one leg and then the other, and then if you want to, you can also bring in one arm, or you can bring in both arms for a seated jumping jack. Really making sure that you're using that breath. Warming up through the outer thigh, through that hip abductor now, along with your shoulders. That's it. Stay with me for 3, 2, and last one. All right, are you ready? We're going to go into our first circuit. We've got 3 of them today. So for your first circuit, we're going to raise up your leg. You can have your hands on your chair if you want. You're going to keep your leg raised as much as you can, and then you're just going to extend through that knee. Nice and slowly. We're going to do 10 each side, and you should be feeling this through your quadriceps, right in the front of your thigh. Breathing with the movement, so maybe breathing in as you extend and breathing out to bend that knee again. 4, 3, that's it, last 2, and 1 more. Great stuff. You can relax that leg down, and then we're going to go to the other side, picking up that opposite leg and extending for 10. Remembering that breath. Good job. We've got 5, 4, keeping your abs pulled in, your belly button pulled in toward your spine to let your core support you too. All right, we're done with those. Now you've got some options. If you feel like getting out of your chair, you can work on a functional movement here and do sit to stands. If you don't feel like getting up, you can do a seated march instead. So you can do a march like this and just bring your arms and your legs up, or you can join me for a sit to stand. So standing up and then sitting down. It's a functional movement because it's something that we do regularly throughout our day whenever we're having a seat. And so we're building the muscles that participate in that movement so that life becomes that much easier. We're gonna do 10 of these. I believe we're at 4. 5, making sure that you're squeezing your glutes. And again, just go at your own pace. Last 4. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1 more. Yes, all right. And then our last move is going to be some calf raises. So you're just lifting up onto your toes. Let me show you. So just picking up your heels. We're going to do 15 of these. Should feel that in the back of your calves. Always breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, yep, almost there. 4, 3, and 1 more. Yes, all right, well done. I'll let you see my face again. And then we're gonna go back to the top round 2. We'll go 2 times through each circuit. But if you wanna pause the video after this next circuit and go for a 3rd time, you're more than welcome to. So let's pick up that first leg and extend out. My socks aren't actually that dirty. I hope I haven't grossed you out talking about them. That's it. We've got 4 more on this side. Remember, you can tap this leg down whenever you need to, or you can keep it up to really challenge that leg if it feels right for you. Last one here. Good stuff. Now we get to put it down. And then we're going to pick up that other leg and extend. It's amazing how much you can really start to feel a simple move like this one when you're really focused on one muscle. You've got 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, guess what? We're already back to our sit to stands. Let me adjust my camera again so I don't leave your frame. And so remember, you can always go back into your marches if you prefer. But for everybody who's ready to get out of their chair, you can join me now for 10. Remember to bring in your bum muscles to this move. And I would usually breathe in as I keep coming up and breathe out on the way down. But if that doesn't feel like the right alignment for you and your breath, you can breathe the opposite. Just remember to breathe if you can. It's so easy to forget, but it helps so much. We're almost there. We've got 2 more to go. Last 2. And 1 more here. Marvelous, we did it. Okay, so we're lifting our heels again. I'm not gonna adjust because you know what I'm doing down there. So lifting those heels, coming up on the toes. If you wanted to make this more challenging, if you felt like being out of your chair a little longer, you could stand back behind your chair and be standing during this move. That would be great too. But I promised you a chair workout, so I'm trying to give you that for the most part. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. All right, circuit 2, we're gonna focus on the upper body. So lower body, you can relax. And we're going to start with some seated mountain climbers. I just told your body you can relax, but we're going to do just a little bit with your lower body first. I'm going to set a timer for 30 seconds, and we're going to do some of these with your opposite leg and opposite arm coming up. If you want to just do the legs, you can, or if you just want to do the punching, that works too. Listen to your body and see what it's up for today. But otherwise, this is a great one for the hip flexors and the shoulders. We're really going to get our heart rate up too. And we're so close. Just give me 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to go into a back move, an upper back, backs of the shoulders. So you're going to bring your arms out in front. You're going to keep your shoulder blades together, so they're already kind of pinched together in that direction, and then you're going to pull back and you're going to flip up before you come back to that starting position. So back, flip up, and forward. Like I said, feeling this move, especially right between your shoulder blades as you squeeze. Let's do 7, 6. This is another deceptive move. You really start to feel it in that upper back. It's really good for the posture muscles. You've got 4. And if we're doing too many for your body today, you can stop whenever it feels like a good time. If you want to build up to it over time rather than starting right at this level, and then we'll release that, and then we get to do some high ball for the next move, our last move in the circuit. So you're bringing your hands up and you're acting like you're hitting one of those punching bags in front. So this is a great one if you have any frustrations, if you're dealing with any situations that are stressing you out or causing you any grief. You can just picture that and get all that stress out. Make sure you're breathing. Should be feeling this in your shoulders too. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Okay, let's give ourselves some hugs here. We're doing wonderful. You're halfway through your whole workout. Last 2 and 1, and then we're back to the top with our seated march. So you can go ahead and do whatever version of that you'd like, just arms, just legs, or the whole package. And if you're doing the arms and the legs, this is a really great one for your brain to do the opposite here. So you get the added benefits of working your brain, because who doesn't want to keep that strong and healthy as well? We're almost there. Give me 3, 2, and last 1. All right, now we're going back into our L raises, bringing those arms in front for 12 and flip. 11. Remembering that breath, so maybe breathing in as you come back and breathing out to come forward. Whatever feels natural for you and your body. Remembering to really squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. Last 6, we're over halfway there. 5. Let's do 2 more here, so close. And last 1. Amazing. All right, we're done with those ones. Now going into our high ball. If you want to, you can always play music in the background of these workouts too. A move like this makes me think of when there's a good song playing and you can punch to the beat and kind of dance a little bit. especially once you do this workout a few times and you're more familiar with the moves and you don't have to listen to my voice so much anymore. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, arms, we are mostly done with you, I believe. Yes, we're going to go into some core for a last circuit of the day. And we're going to start with a side crunch. So that's just where, if it feels comfortable, you're going to put your hand behind your head and then crunch to the side for 10, 9, feeling it right through your obliques. Staying nice and tall. Let's go for 5 more. 4. Remembering that breath. For 2. And 1 more. Yes. All right. Same thing on the other side. Feel that relief of that shoulder as you put the arm down. For 10. 9. That's it. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, we're going to come into a bit of a cardio move. We're going to do some cross knees. So that's just bringing both hands up, or you can keep them more in front if it's really bothering your shoulders to keep them up. And we're going to do 30 seconds bringing that knee up, experiencing that twist through your core. So you're working your obliques again, as well as your main set of abs in the front. So that's where you should be feeling this one mostly. You might also be feeling it through your shoulders because we did just work those. We're almost there, and also through your hip flexors. Last 2 and 1. All right, we've got one more move left of this circuit, and that's it. It's called a dead bug. I like to call it a bug on its back. It's a little bit less morbid. And so we're going to extend. So you're extending your leg out, and then your opposite arm. You should be feeling it again through your abs. Oh, forgetting what side I'm doing. No, opposite. No, yeah, I did have that right. And yeah, shouldn't be feeling any pain through your lower back with this one. Let's go last 2 and 1. Wonderful. We're going to do one last time through this circuit, and then we're going to call it a workout with a stretch. So bringing that hand behind your head again and crunching to the side for 3. Breathing, building those abs of steel right here. A strong core is so important for all of the movements that you do throughout the day. This is the last one. Other side, making sure to go at your own pace here. If I'm going too quickly, I'll try to slow down too. Sometimes when you get to the last circuit, you just get too excited, and you really have to be mindful about not rushing to the end. So we're at 5 here. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. We're done with that move. We're going to come into your cross knee. So remember, you can have your hands behind your head, or you can just bring your elbow down toward your knee. Still breathing, still smiling, hopefully. I realize it can be hard to smile sometimes when you're focused, though, so I understand that too. Stay focused for sure. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to the boibs, to the bug on its back, and you're going to go into that extension through your upper and your lower body, opposites again. So again, this is great for the brain, and just a reminder that you shouldn't be feeling it through your back. So if you are, you might just want to not extend back as far. We're almost there. This is the home stretch, everybody. I've got a chipmunk peeking in my window. I fed him peanuts this morning, him or her, and I think that they're looking for more. Last 3, 2, and 1 more. All right, you did it. Yes! We're going to go into our stretch. So let's start with a nice deep breath up. A big stretch toward the ceiling. And then you can take it over to one side, gently pulling that arm, feeling a nice side stretch again. And you can bring that opposite arm across, evening it out here. All right, and then you can come down into a twist. So just gently twisting in one direction. Twists are great for your organs too, so thinking about sending all of your beautiful organs some love with this move. And then you can take those arms up again if you want. Nice big stretch before you come down in the opposite direction for that twist. Staying up nice and tall. Lovely. And then let's do a chest stretch. So we're going to take our hands behind us, clasping those fingers, shining your beautiful heart energy out into your space, out in the world. Feeling that stretch through your shoulders and your pec, and you can open it up like this if that feels good too. Relaxing that neck as much as possible. Speaking of the neck, let's take that down to the side for a nice stretch through the side of your neck. If you want to gently push down your hand, you can. And or you can always gently pull your head if you want a little bit of an extra stretch today. Breathing and releasing any tension on your exhales. And then we can roll that around the front. Actually, let's do that a couple times just to really release any tension coming to that opposite shoulder. Bring that opposite hand down if you like. Checking in with your body to see how it's feeling after all of that work, seeing if there are any particular stretches that you need today. And then we're going to go into that roll just a few times again. Releasing all of that. And then, oh, I like that one too. Actually, we can bring the shoulders up and breathe out. I always like a big lion's breath when I do that too. So you can do that if you feel comfortable in your space. Just a great way to release anything that you don't want to hold on to anymore. And then we're going to go into a cat and cow. So just show you from the side what I'm doing with this one. You don't have to move, obviously. So you're just looking up gently, creating a little groove in your spine. And then you're going to go into your cat stretch, and then back and forth between the stretches. And if you want to, you can add some sound effects for fun too, especially if you have some small children around or you just want an extra laugh or smile. You can bring in a moo or a meow. I always do that with my classes and we have a lot of fun with it. So after you're done with your cat and cow, we're going to bring ourselves down toward our foot. And the more you point your toes back towards you, the more you're going to feel this stretch through your calf muscles as well. Breathing and stretching out that hamstring, the back of your upper leg here. Great. And then you can point and flex your toes, loosening up that ankle and that calf. And we'll go to the other side for the same thing. Opposite set of hamstrings. Letting your neck relax here. Still breathing, maybe finding that you're sinking a little bit deeper into the move on every exhale. Great, and then coming up to point and flex that foot again. And then if coming up is accessible to you, you can come up for 2 more stretches that I like to do. So one of them is a back stretch, where you're just going to gently pull on the top of your chair, and you should feel that stretch in the top of, or your upper back and the back of your shoulders. And then we'll also do a calf stretch where you're going to bend your front knee and push that back heel toward the ground. So we're getting more of a focused calf stretch in with this one. And switching that lead leg to stretch out that other calf. And then I always like to end my workout just by shaking it out, letting it go, because you're done, you did it, it's over. And here's your high five for completion. Thank you so much for joining me. I welcome any feedback you have, any other video ideas that you have that you'd like to see or have access to. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching.